You are connected. Error.
What a beauty. Okay. Sunday, I think it's the 10th today of May. Right, so I think today it's really important that we give situation update. Now it's getting kind of squeaky bum time, and I feel it's kind of important that we talk about where we are. You might see over the course of videos my mood swings, I don't know. So let me explain what the situation is. So if it does end on the 12th, which is 2 days' time, the situation for us who are only here on a tourist visa is we have 14 days to get out of the country. A while back there was you have to go and get a thing from the immigration office, basically just to sort of write off the fact you've been stuck here. But I think they've woken up to the fact that's just going to cause havoc. And now it's like, you know, you can leave the country without any penalty, because obviously what could you do? Now, so that means we've got 14 days to get out of the country. Now we're hearing that if you want to return to the UK, which is our country of birth, that in the UK we'd have to do a 14-day quarantine. So we'll come out of here and then we have to go and do a 14-day quarantine in the UK. But in the meantime, we have to find a home for 2 cats, and I have to find somebody that's willing to check on the house and send me the bills as they turn up, so that we can keep, you know, So working on the assumption that we have to leave, we go to the UK and we have to quarantine 14 days. So if we had to go into quarantine, the only place I could think of would be my mother's house. So we'd have to go stay with my mum. My mum, really, that's not a good idea for my mum or for us. Plus, being stuck in my childhood home, that's not going to do anything at all for my mental health. It's going to drive me just bonkers, frankly. My mother, I have the ability to wind my mother up. She has the ability to wind me up. That winds my wife up. My daughter isn't very keen on anybody in the world, so my mother is amongst people, so therefore my daughter's no fun to be around when she's there as well. So the only one that probably would be okay with my granddaughter, and even then, I mean, she's got a garden to play in and cat and dog to play with, but you know, come on, let's be honest. What we're trying to do is find an option. Where can we go? If it has to be the UK, then it has to be the UK. Then we're stuck 14 days in quarantine, and then what? When can we come back here? Can we come back here? So stress is like through the roof. My brother-in-law's basically said, you know, come to the Philippines. You can stay at one of my places. He's got some apartments that he lets out. And again, I mean, that's going to be stuck in quarantine, but it's in Manila. We know the area, we know the apartments, we know that we can get, you know, food in fairly easily in Manila. But we don't think we can get into the Philippines. This is the problem. I don't think we can get into anywhere else. Obviously, the biggest concern is the price of tickets, because there's no way the airlines aren't going to be making some hay while this sun is shining. They're getting, you know, they're getting enough trouble with sort of letting people on for cheap. So you can bet we're going to have to pay top dollar to get 4 seats. We can't even go to the airport in one car. We have to go in two taxis, because you can't take more than 2 people in a taxi. So go away, you flying bastard. So, you know. depressing when your kitchen can't even heat up what's basically a glorified sausage roll, and then check it before they send it out.